In comments under my videos, people are often asking me, is it possible to visit Mariupol today? And the answer is yes, it is. Now it's a completely safe, peaceful city, because frontline is 100 kilometers away and anti-air is working good. I can't even remember when I heard explosion sounds in the sky for the last time, maybe a few months ago, and they were very distant. And also many people in comments are worrying about mines, and city was cleared of mines right after the liberation, so there is no danger. Except for places like Azovstal, but it's closed anyway. And I highly recommend visiting Mariupol, since it's better to see this city in reality than on YouTube. City is large and it's no way for me to show all of it. And despite I'm trying to show the reality of Mariupol as it is, if you will see it by your own eyes, you will understand life here much better. So in this video I'll tell you about different aspects of visiting Mariupol. I won't talk about how to get to Russia, only about Mariupol and other new territories. And before going to this video, I want to say thanks to all of my sponsors on Boosty. And if you want to motivate me to make more videos, you can support me by the link in the description. Let's start with documents that are necessary to cross the border between DPR and old Russian territory. There is only a passport control, and only passport is needed, even for foreigners. And when you will be leaving DPR, there will be also a customs control, with some additional checks that may take some time, maybe even few hours. Since I'm not a foreigner, I don't know details, but I know some people without Russian or Ukrainian citizenship who visited DPR. Now about how to get here. So far the only transport are buses, unfortunately no trains or airlines yet. And the easiest way is to find bus from Rostov or from Moscow, but there are also buses to Mariupol from other big cities of Russia. To find an apartment to rent or a hostel, you can use local Telegram channels, like the ones I'm showing. I will post links to these channels in my Telegram channel, and if you know Russian language it will be very useful here. And daily rent costs around $20 per day, but it depends on the location. It's also necessary to mention a mobile network. Some of Russian mobile operators are working in roaming, so the options are Telecom, Megafon, Miranda, T2, and local Phoenix. Mobile internet is available everywhere in Mariupol. I want to mention that Google or even Yandex Maps in Mariupol are useful only to know your location. Most of shops, stores, cafes, and other objects that you see on a map are pre-war, and they are existing no more. And most of new objects are not marked on maps. Few words about places to eat. There is enough of cafes and restaurants everywhere, especially in the city center. I visited many of them, most are good, some are just average, and prices everywhere are just okay. Speaking about money, the currency here is rubles. Best way to pay is using cash. Most of stores in Mariupol are also accepting Russian bank cards, but some aren't, and you can't also pay with card in bus or tram. And now I will talk about things to do here, entertainments, and about general condition of the city at this moment. For now there are no museums yet and very few entertainments. But if you will visit Mariupol in summer, you can swim in the Azov Sea, because beaches were improved and opened last summer. I uploaded a video on it. And the most interesting thing for visitors is Mariupol itself. There are plenty of new buildings, monuments, and beautiful parks. And now, in the beginning of 2025, you still can see a lot of traces of war, destroyed buildings, and at the same time you can see work in progress, repairing, repainting, and a lot of contrasts, and it's really worth to see. Few years later, traces of war will be removed completely, and intensive works will be finished. And I hope that there will be no contrast between new neighborhoods for sale and old Soviet neighborhoods. Anyway, Russia will make Mariupol a resort city, and it will be much more interesting to visit. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you have any questions to me, you can ask them in my Telegram channel. And that was all for today. Thanks for watching.